Hello, students. Today we are going to talk about Count Dracula.
Hey, hey! Tonight I'm going to suck your blood.
Hello, everybody. We are here today to talk about Vlad the Impaler, aka Count Dracula. So, I'm going to show a video to you. I'm going to have you look at a video, but before we get there, I'm going to give you a little bit of a background on just exactly who Vlad the Impaler is. So, let's go as I share this. Look at that. Count Dracula. Right there. That's his beautiful face that you were probably looking at with that mustache. Glorious. And then the little flavor saver down there. Anyway, Count Dracula. Crazy guy. Now, nobody knows the exact date of when he was born, but roughly it was around the time of 1430. His real name is Vlad Dracul or Dracula the Third, and there's various different spellings on how you can say Dracula. Is it with a G? Is it with I think a Q? It's a whole bunch of different ways because it's from some stupid Eastern European place where they're all crazy and they don't know how to spell anything anyway. So he's known as Vlad Dracul the Third. His nickname is Dracul. It's given actually to his father when they joined the Order of Dracul, I think is what it's called. It's going to explain it in the video. But what it means is the devil. He's also known as Vlad the Impaler, and we're going to look at why, and plus the video will show you in more depth as to why that is later on. Now, he's the ruler of a place called Wallachia. It's in Transylvania, which is modern-day Romania. Again, Eastern European, it's gross. They all talk like this, which is why you probably get a little bit of the Dracula, because they all talk like, well, they're gross. All right, he's best known for impaling his victims, hence the name Vlad the Impaler. Also, as the myth goes, he likes to shower his entire castle in blood so he could drink the blood of his victims. There is no proof or knowledge of him ever drinking the bloods of his victims. However, that's part of the myth, and he did love the sight of it. You were going to see in the video, he had a whole bunch of spikes spread throughout the lead up to his castle with his victims impaled on top of him. And then he dies in 1475. All right, his legacy. He's most known for his conquest of the Muslims in the Balkan region, again, Eastern Europe, and it was especially gruesome because it leads to his legacy of being this person in history who impales his victims for pleasure more than anything else. So that's what you're going to see. Again, it's in the video. But his real legacy comes about later on in the late 1800s when Bram Stoker reintroduces the world to this fictional character named Dracula. And he, of course, he's undead and he lives on the blood of his victims. Now, there's been countless movies that have been made ever since, and his legend lives on today. What are some of those movies, you asked? Tommy, I'm really glad that you did. The two most famous Dracula movies are Nosferatu, which is a 1922 movie, which is a silent film. It's kind of creepy. I'll provide links to it. It does go down in film history as one of the most important movies that existed. It's still on the AFI, which is the American Film Institute, list of 100 greatest movies ever made, and it's pretty high up on the list because what it did for cinematic film. It's the first horror movie ever made. And you've probably seen actually clips of it before because I have used several clips in other movies of it. And then in 1992, they made Bram Stoker's Dracula. That is a classic with Keanu Reeves playing a person who has an English accent.
I know where the bastard sleeps.
All right, without further ado, go watch the video. Look for the following discussion post and assignment on Canvas. Again, take your notes from chapter 14. That's all about the Age of Exploration. But I wanted to back up to the 1400s into a darker, grimmer existence for
Count Dracula. Ah,